Hello students, today I am going to teach this chapter Terror's Reward of class 6 English literature. So I am going to briefly summarize this chapter. So let's get started. In introduction part I am explaining this line. Terror's Reward is a popular fairy tale in Japan. So it is actually a tale in Japan. So it involves, tell me a story. It involves the story of a son Taro who wanted to fulfill the wishes of his father. So it was a popular fairy tale of Japan, and in this tale, something is involved, that is Teru, and who wanted to fulfill the wishes of his father. Means Teru's father have some wishes, so Teru wanted to fulfill his father's wishes. So Teru is a poor boy. He earned money by chopping woods from the jungle. So Teru was a poor boy in this story, you find, and who works in the jungle. Okay, his work is, or his job is of chopping woods. Woods means he goes to the forest, in the forest, and he cuts the wood of the forest into pieces. But the money in this way he earns money, but the money he earned was not sufficient for him and his parents. But after doing this job, whatever money he earns, it was not sufficient for him and his parents. Okay, means it was not quite enough. The money was not quite is not quite enough for him or his parents, to run the family. So one day what happened, it started blowing cold winds. Means a cold wind is blowing on one day. All people in the home felt cold due to wind. Means all people in the home was feeling what? Cold, due to wind passing from the cracks of the wooden house. As the wind is blowing on, and it was very cold wind, so because of the wind, cold wind, everybody is feeling cold. And from the cracks of the wooden houses, means in wooden houses you will generally find that the cracks remains, okay, in between two woods. So in this way, in the wooden house there are many cracks through which the wind penetrates or enters into or inside the house. So that's why whenever it is getting inside it, the people or the family member who are there inside the house are feeling cold. So his father wishes if he could have some sick to energize his heart. So his father wishes, what his father wishes, that if he could save some sick to energize his heart. Means his father is asking for or wishes for some sick, so that his heart gets energized. Sake is a kind of popular or costly drink of Japan. Okay, what is sake? Sake is a popular and costly drink of Japan. So his father is wishing to have a sake so that he can energize his heart. That's what he is hoping for. Taro was sad as he did not have money to buy the expensive sake. But to have sake or to get sake, money is required to purchase it. But he didn't have that much money to purchase sake. That's why he is sad. He decided to work hard. But for buying it or for having it, he decided to work hard. Okay. Next day he woke up early and went to the forest to chop woods to get or to buy the sake for his father. He decided to work hard. So that's why next day he woke up early and went to the forest to chop woods again. Woods means the forest. So he goes to the forest and cuts the tree of the forest into pieces. Okay, and by doing this work he earns money. So next day he woke up and went to the forest to do the same work so that he can earn more and more money. So suddenly he heard the sound of falling water. So suddenly once all on a sudden when he was working his job, then he heard a sound of falling of water nearby. Okay. Soon he found a waterfall behind the rock. So behind the rock he went into it, and he found behind the rock there is a waterfall. Okay. He went near to the fall. He went near to the waterfall and puts his hand in the water. And he puts or keeps his hand in the water. To his amaze or to his surprise, what happened? He was surprised by realizing it. He discovered that the water was now not water but sick. But he discovered that the water was not actually the water. It was sick. Sick means a kind of Japanese valuable, drink. Means when he spread his hand into the water, he puts the hand in the water and he found that it was not actually water, it was sick. He became happy and felt some sick in his pitcher. He became happy, okay, and felt some sick in his pitcher. He has brought also pitcher, okay, wherein he will fill the water. So he did the work, okay, of filling the water into the pitcher as he has brought it. So upon reaching the house, after that he went to the house. So upon reaching the house, he gave this sack to his father. As he has got sack for his father and brought it inside the pitcher, and he has given it to his father as it is needed for his father at that point of time to get energized. The father sipped the sack and started dancing with joy. The father sipped the sack. The father took it, okay, as a sip, and his father got energized and his father started dancing with joy. That means to have it, his father has got too much delighted, which is why he was dancing. The spread of the news to the villagers. So it spread means this news that Taro has got the sick from the forest. So this news has spread all across nearby the village, and the neighbor came in the evening. So after hearing the news that the Teru has got the sick, which is not easily possible to get, okay, neighbor rushed to him in the evening. The father offered her a cup of sick. The father offered her a cup of sick. So actually it was lady, and his father offered her villager, one of the ladies, okay, a cup of sick. The woman happily took the sick. The woman happily took it. Okay. Father told her about all the incident which happened to Teru. So father told her all the incident, whatever happened, how they have got this sheikh to their home. So the full incident he has narrated to the lady, okay, how this sheikh has been brought to his house, okay. Now this woman spread the news to all the people in the village. So this woman, the woman who came in Teru's house, and she came to know about all the happenings, and he spread the news to all the people of the village. Every villager rushed to the Teru's home and tasted the sick. Now after this, one after another, you know, everybody is coming to Teru's house, okay, to taste the sick. Next morning, Teru again woke up early, searched the biggest pitcher and went to the waterfall. Next day, Teru did the same. He has got one of the biggest pitcher with him, and he went to the forest to have sick in the pitcher. Okay. To his surprise, he found that other villagers were also going to the fall. But he was surprised to see the other villagers, okay, who were also going to the waterfall to have the shake. Okay, soon people reached the fall and tasted the shake. As they were going to the shake, the soon people went there and they tasted the shake. Okay, how does it taste? They realize it, but they found that water of the fall was not sick but plain water. But when they tasted the waterfall, okay, in the forest, they found it was not actually sick, it was the plain water which they used to take daily. People became angry and decided to draw Taru in the fall. The people at that time became angry. The people came to know what means actually sick was. They realized that it was not actually sick, it was the plain water, which is why they got angry, and they realized it was all fake. Okay, fake propaganda, and that is why they got angry on Teru, and they started means what to say, they decided to draw Teru in the fall. So Teru hid behind the rock. Actually, getting scared, Teru was hidden behind the rock so that nobody can see him. Okay, till the villagers went home. So until the villagers went home, Teru was hiding behind the rock to save himself from the villagers because they got angry on him. He now tasted the water again. So by realizing these things, he might have thought that means whether the water will taste like sick or not. Okay, he once again tasted it. Okay, but to his surprise, he still felt that it was sick. But at that time, again, once again, he felt that it was sick. It was not actually the plain water, just like the villagers tasted. The fall was giving Teru shake, while to villager it was giving plain water. The waterfall was giving Teru shake, okay, but the waterfall was not giving the villagers a shake. The waterfall is giving villagers a plain water. So after that, the story of Teru's care for his parents reached the king. So after what happened, the story of Teru's care for his parents reached the king. Means the king comes to know about Teru's taking care of his father. Okay, and he awarded Teru 20 pieces of gold. So he awarded Teru 20 pieces of gold. Okay, to encourage other children to take care of their parents. So the king rewarded Teru with a piece of gold, 20 pieces of gold, and he also encouraged other children, okay, to take care of their parents just like Teru. So moral of the story, we find that we should take care of our parents and elder. God helps only those person who takes good care of their parents. Means here from this story we means get the moral of the story is, which is that we need to take care of our parents. Okay, if we take care of our parents and help parents out, then definitely God is going to help us out. But without helping them, if we ask for help from God, so we are not going to get any kind of help from God. So that is what the moral of the story is. So I think you have understood it. I have explained in a very simple language. So till then, bye, stay safe.